We are taking over your airwaves. In 3, 2, 1.
Click, listen, enjoy.
Broadcasting live worldwide. Thank you for tuning in to
Talkline Network Radio, America's longest-running Jewish broadcast network, the voice of the Jewish community. You're listening to Talkline with Zev Brenner, America's premier Jewish broadcast on the air since 1981.
And we're back. My good friend, Rabbi Marty Katz, joined as founding executive vice president of Just One Life organization, and Dr. Jonathan Donat joins as president and co-founder of dailygiving.org. Rabbi Marty Katz, good to have you back. Shavua Tov.
Shavua Tov, Reb Zev. It's good to be back, and it's good to be here with my dear friend, Dr. Jonathan Donat of Daily Giving.
So why don't you introduce Rabbi, the doctor, the good doctor, Dr. Jonathan Donat.
Okay. First, I start, ladies and gentlemen, a good davach. Zev always says when I tell him we're between 18,500 and 19,000 babies, he corrects me and says with all the children they're having, Rabbi Marty, between 90 and 100,000. Zev, we're between 18,500 and 19,000. We're hitting to 100,000 with your formula. And the quadruplets that are 22 years old are 23 years old, and one of them got married a year ago right before COVID.
Well, and let me tell our audience, Rabbi Marty, Just One Life organization in Israel for women that are challenged, that want to give up their child, or don't want to have a child because of financial reasons. They're there supporting them. And when you said 19,000 babies have been saved, and I always say you do yourself a disservice and injustice because that's the actual numbers, but each one have kids and some of them had grandkids, and if you multiply that, it has to be at least 100,000 that have been saved. And that's a tremendous mitzvah that Just One Life does.
Thank you. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with a friend. I'm introducing a dear friend, Dr. Jonathan Donat. He's a doctor, but that's his side work. His real work is Klal Yisrael, the Jewish community, a project called Daily Giving, one of the most exciting projects, causes I've seen. I'll let Dr. Jonathan explain it, but I could tell you for $1 a day, and knowing all the chesed projects that exist, millions of dollars with this unique formula, like this unique doctor, are doled out and given over the years. It's a covered Rav, Zev, Klal Yisrael, to have you here, and I hope you'll continually hear over the next few weeks and weeks and weeks, Dr. Jonathan Donat, covered Rav, Dr. Donat.
And by the way, a former Camp Hass counselor, too, I just discovered.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Tell us about what I'm amazed that for $1 a day that you're getting from people, you've raised millions of dollars, and you give to a ton of different charities. So tell us about it.
Okay, thank you. So what we did was we automated a platform where try to get all Jews to give $1 of tzedakah every single day, no matter what. Go to Minyan, don't go to Minyan. You forget Motzei Shabbos, even if you give the Minyan during the week, Motzei Shabbos, you have your wallet on you. Every day, doesn't matter, man or woman, conservative, reform, Orthodox, Hasidic, it doesn't make any difference. We want all Jews to give $1 a day, and we don't take anything. So we aggregate everybody's money together, and we give it to a different, amazing Jewish organization every single day. And every single day, the whole amount goes to that organization, and then the next day, the next one gets, and we're up to almost $5,000 a day every single day. Today, Chazak got $4,785, and Chai Lifeline got the other day, and Camp Hass got the day before that, and we give to United Sela and Yad Eliezer and Leket and Sharsheret and Just One Life and Krib Efrat and Eight-Time and Bonei Olam and Misaskim and Ohel and Yachad, and it's a diversified portfolio. So we're giving to so many different organizations.
Wait. On that note, it's a diversified portfolio. You see the common denominator. Everybody agrees with these kinds of causes. Everybody. It's really chesed and emotional causes. Every single kind of Jew will agree with what Dr. Donat is doing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Thank you. So it's just the power of Am Yisrael and Klal Yisrael giving together. That's what, to me, the most special part. I get to see we have people from over 30 countries who have already donated and continue to give us every single month. We can't hit people's credit card every day because the transaction fee would be too high. So you have a choice to give monthly or yearly, And we're the shaliach. Every single day we give the full amount to the different organizations. And every day all our givers get an email telling them where the money's going that day and how much we're collectively giving. And the feedback we get, I just got this most amazing email I got a couple weeks ago. This gentleman, I don't know, from Cleveland, Ohio, said, "Thank you so much. You're my Olam Haba investment portfolio manager." And that was like the highest compliment I could have ever gotten. It was a very special compliment.
But how does it work? You know, who determines what groups you're going to give money to? You have about 42 groups that you're raising $1 a day from people. You raise millions of dollars. And you're giving generously. Who decides?
So we have a board, and we carefully vet the organizations, and then we have a rabbinical council made up of Rabbi Moshe Tugalif and Rav Hershel Schefter and Rav Shmuel Greenberg and Rabbi Pesach Kron. And they've been with us since the beginning. They were very supportive even before we started. And they approve all the tzedakahs. When we have any shilohs, we go to them. And that's how we do it. And we've had over 400 charities come to us saying, how do we get on daily giving? And so, you know, we want to give a meaningful amount to these organizations. If we have 365 organizations on there, you know, we're not going to have that big an impact. So we've been we're going to add every year. We're actually in our final process stages of vetting our next group that will be added for this year. And that's the plan, to slowly grow and grow as our numbers get bigger and bigger. And hopefully soon, you know, we'll be giving $10,000 a day and $25,000 a day and $100,000 a day. If 1% of all Jews gave $1 a day through daily giving, we'd be giving out over $52 million a year. This is the power, you know, of giving together as a community. You know, $1 is so insignificant alone, but this allows you to have such meaningful impact and impact millions of people, Jews around the world, every single day.
Now, what about children? Can they participate too? It sounds like a great project for young kids too to be involved.
Yes, I'm glad you asked that. You know, I personally give $1 a day for everyone in my family. My kids are still a little bit young to have their own money, but even now, like my son is starting to say, you know, to give. He just had his bar mitzvah, and he said, "I want to give some money to Camp Hask." And they learn. The greatest thing is that every day the email. So my kids started getting the email every day, so they learn about these incredible organizations. They never even heard of Amudim and Shalom Task Force and all these other different organizations they're learning about. And they see, I mean, in some ways they're learning about problems they didn't know exist. But I think it's really good. I think it's good to see that they get such a wide breadth of tzedakahs that they're learning about, and we talk about it at our kitchen table. And I've heard this from many people who will donate $1 a day for everyone in their family, so their kids can learn about this as well. And it's $1. So that's the thing. Like, we have millionaires giving $1 a day, and we have college kids who give $1 a day. And I think it's very important to get the younger generation involved. And I think we're solving that problem. I think that, you know, I'm just entered into philanthropy world the last couple of years now as this nonprofit has grown. This is not my profession before, but I've repeatedly heard people say that one of the biggest problems facing our next generation is that our younger generation aren't giving as much. And I think that if we teach them this could be a good way, because the younger generation gets crowdfunding. They get that $1 a day goes far when we all aggregate it together, and they like having a piece in all the action and giving, you know, their $1 goes and impacts 42 different organizations. So we hope to get more young people involved and get more givers. We get emails from people saying, "Wow, I never heard of a Victor's Helping Hand. That's amazing. I wrote them a huge check and I never heard of them before you introduced us to them." So, you know, the benefits keep going, and it's really wonderful.
Now, you mentioned philanthropists who give $1 a day. Can you give more than $1 a day, or is it locked into that amount?
No, you can give it more than $1 a day. We have several people give $18 a day. A lot of people give for their, you know, $1 a day for everyone in their family, and it's wonderful. But I'd say, you know, the majority give $1 a day, and I don't want people to feel pressure to give more than that. I think that, you know, I have a young couple signed up from Mount Vernon for $10 a day, and they live in an apartment. I called them up and I said, "I just want to make sure this wasn't a mistake." And they said, "No, we love what you're doing, and we have Meister money. We're 23 years old. We started working. We don't have kids yet. And, you know, we love all the organizations you give to, so why not just give to you and get one tax donation?" And I said, "Wonderful."
Well, it's really amazing, and they're doing a lot of good things. Now, when I give $1 a day, do I know where it goes? Do you send follow-ups? How do I know what happens next?
I've been told by a lot of people that our website is the most transparent that they've ever seen for an organization. So every single day, we have a calendar on our website that shows not only who's getting every single day, but who's received our money every single day since we started in January 2019. So you could see who's getting it, who's going to get for the rest of the month. And then every day you get an email. If you don't, you know, you can unsubscribe, but we were told by so many people they love getting the daily email. Even if they have a bad day, they're reminded to give that they did something that day, that they gave that day. and they see the number grows. It grows every single day. It goes up and up and up as more people join and more people find out about it. Again, we take nothing, Zev. So we don't, we're just starting to get going with the marketing. We're just starting to have donations. People say, hey, I want to donate some money for your marketing so you can get the word out there and get more givers. So we're just scratching the surface now of where we're going to be in a couple of years, hopefully.
Amazing work. And I assume it's tax deductible too, right? It's
tax deductible. Yeah, we're a 501c3, and I would just urge, the one thing is that people hear about it and everyone's like, wow, this is a great idea. And then we have such quick attention spans, and then we just forget. So I would urge your listeners, you will absolutely love it. Just go to dailygiving.org, take 30 seconds to sign up, and you're going to get a mitzvah every single day. You're guaranteed a mitzvah, but more than that, you'll feel this is a really special part of something that Klal Yisrael is doing together, and you'll absolutely love it.
Great idea, and it's good also for people looking for a chesed project for a bar mitzvah, a bat mitzvah. This could foot the bill also, fill the bill.
It's great. I love how you think. We've had bar mitzvah projects, people doing it. Even I had a colleague of mine who I saw at a conference called me up. He's a conservative Jew from Illinois, and he got his son to do it for his bar mitzvah project, and it was wonderful. And now he's got all these different Jews from everywhere, signing up for daily giving. And on that note. Another really special thing that some people have started doing is when someone unfortunately dies, they can't do mitzvahs anymore. But the one thing you can do for someone who's passed is to give tzedakah, to be to uplift their souls, to be Ilui Nishmas, the people that have passed. And so people will sign up for a grandparent or a parent that's died, and that's a very, very special thing. And that I think that unfortunately we've all had loss in our family. So to sign up someone who's lost to uplift their neshamas is a pretty special thing.
A wonderful thing. You're doing really God's work. And as Rabbi Marty Katz said, I don't know when you have time for everything because you're also a doctor, but we appreciate you starting this. And if people want to get more information, they want to sign up, where do they go?
Okay, thank you. It's dailygiving.org, just no spaces, DAILYGIVING.org, dailygiving.org, and it's very self-explanatory, very, very easy to understand, and you will not regret it.
Founder of the dailygiving.org, Dr. Jonathan Donat, thank you for what you're doing. Great work, and you're using modern technology and crowdfunding for $1 a day to help 42 charitable organizations raise millions of dollars by people giving just $1 a day. Rabbi Marty Katz, thank you for bringing Dr. Jonathan Donat to our airwaves.
Zev, we're putting you on for $1 a day.
Sign me up.
Okay. I'll remind you tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we start tonight with Zev Brenner. He will go tomorrow, and he will log on. Thank you. This was terrific.
Terrific. No, really good work. $1 a day, you can't go wrong. It's even cheaper than a cup of coffee. So
I'm having one right now as we speak. Keep me up.
All right, that's going to cost you. That's going to cost you another $1.
By the way, Zev, I need to tell you, Dr. Donat fits in well. Just like you and I speak 11, 12 o'clock at night, the few times we speak at night when we're not texting, trust me, it's usually after 11. All right, this doctor knows no night.
Wow. Amen. And my good friend.
Thank you for having me.
My hardworking good friend. So Rabbi Marty Katz, founding executive vice president, Just One Life, and Dr. Jonathan Donat, as you heard, co-founder, dailygiving.org.
Thanks for listening.